Hey there guys, how's it going? Subscribe here. And this is going to be a Would You Rather video. I wanted to make these ones a couple weeks ago because the thing is they require a lot less thought and they're a lot more fun to make. And, you know, they're the two things that I need right now, especially, you know, because I'm kind of short for time. And, you know, if I didn't upload any videos, you'd kind of be pissed. And this is not a bad type of video. I quite like watching these myself. So I'm going to make a bit more possibly every week. So let's get into this. Alright, would you rather not be able to taste or not be able to smell? Here's the thing, like, taste is related to smell in, you know, in a big way. But sometimes, like, for me, the smell of smoke and the smell of, like, eggs and stuff like that, not necessarily, you know, if I had no smell, it's not something I'm going to be missing out on. But with taste, you know, I guess you would be a lot fitter, wouldn't you, if you would only eat celery? Because then, if you didn't have any taste, the thing is, you'd eat loads of celery. If you don't know, eating celery burns more calories than you gain. You know, to digest it, it burns a bit more calories. It actually takes to put on, so it's pretty beast. So, you know, if I was to eat celery all the time, I'd probably be quite buff, and I'd be able to do a lot more things. And the thing is, for me, not being able to smell, I guess not being able to taste is something I don't want to live for, because, you know, there's no way out of that. At least with smell, it doesn't really bother you. You know, I don't think, if I had a blocked nose, it doesn't really phase me that I can't smell. It's the fact that I've got blocked nose. So, yeah, not being able to smell, definitely. Yeah, 76% agree. I have to agree with that myself. Alright, so would you would you rather have uncontrollable ear hair or uncontrollable nose hair? See, I used to have long hair, so ear hair wouldn't have been a problem. But now, I think ear hair would make me look very strange. Nose hair, the thing about nose hair is that if you grew like a beard, or if you had like some decent facial hair, it's nowhere near as noticeable. If you had long hair, obviously, it wouldn't be noticeable if you had ear hair, but I don't. So I'm gonna go for nose hair just because I'm, you know, part Indian and I have very thick facial hair. So yeah, well, 32% agree. That's fairly interesting. Alright, so would you rather be well dressed from the waist up with ridiculous pants and shoes, or be well dressed from the waist down with ridiculous shirts and hats? The main thing that people will probably see when they see you is gonna be your shirt, I presume. You know, like, they're not gonna look at you and say, "Damn, there's some nice shoes you got on there" all the time. You know, if you're wearing quite nice clothes in general. But the thing is, I personally see, you know, if somebody was wearing ridiculous shirts and hats, and you'd probably think there was something weird with that guy. You know, if you wore just regular, I don't know, regular clothes from the waist up and then weird clothes from the waist down, it wouldn't be anywhere near as noticeable as if you're wearing some retard fucking shirts and hats. So I'm gonna go with well dressed from the waist up. 60% agree with that. You know, I don't really see anything wrong with that. Would you rather have a Barney costume on for the rest of your life? I presume that's a dinosaur. And would you rather eat a bowl of cereal and mustard every morning? Bowl of cereal and mustard. I'm probably going to go with that, because Barney, the thing about Barney is you probably look like a sex offender when you're wearing that. And, you know, you don't want to look like a sex offender all the time. You know, sometimes you do want to. But yeah, eating a bowl of cereal, mustard every morning definitely is probably the way to go, because it's only like a limited amount of time of you suffering. If, you know, you only wore, if you only wore Barney for like the morning, maybe you'll be alright, but yeah, eating a bowl of cereal every morning is probably the best way to go. Yeah, 61% agree with that. Would you rather marry an unattractive 64-year-old and drink your cat's pee every morning for her breakfast in order to save her? Or let her die? Probably, I don't want to sound really bad for this, but you know where this is going as soon as I say I don't want to sound bad. But I am fucking suffering for no 64-year-old if I am, you know, I don't know. You know, at this current moment in time, I think she might get done for being a pedo. I mean, I'm 16, but the thing is, you know, something's slightly wrong if you're 64 dating a 16-year-old, and I probably would let her die if she's about to die. She's not going to be, you know, in anywhere near, you know, great kind of condition anyway. Even though I have married her, so in this possible scenario, I am in love with her. So I don't know. This is quite difficult. So I probably would. I'd be a nice guy actually. Now I think about it, because you know, because it's a situation that you know could occur. You might be 64 when you're married her, and that's, you know, you might want to, you know, save someone. So I'm gonna probably save her. 34% agree. Jesus, you know, some people pretty harsh out there. Okay, would you rather go to prison for 5 years or get punched hard in the face every hour of every day for 5 years? See, with prison, I think prisons. I probably end up going with. I won't go to prison. The reason why I wouldn't go to prison is chances are you probably would get punched very hard in the face as well. Maybe not as often, but the fact is you don't get to see your family, you don't get to do things you like, you're being punished for something, people look at you in a different way, and being in prison is something that I am personally not necessarily, you know, down for. I don't want to be in prison. You know, for any reason whatsoever, regardless if I've done something wrong. I'm joking. Nah, I mean, for me, like, the reason why I would never ever do anything wrong is because I'm too scared to go to prison. I'm just, yeah, that deters me completely. So I'd rather go and get punched in the face for 5 years. I mean, that seems to be the thing that you know I probably would rather do. 27% agree with me. You know, that's kind of surprising. But yeah, I think people have only looked slightly narrowly at that one, or narrowly. Well, here's a good question. Would you rather be famous on Tumblr or be famous on YouTube? Now, this is very easy, because I don't use Tumblr at all. I barely know what Tumblr's about. And YouTube is something that I would love to be famous on. YouTube, you know, famous on YouTube, it's something that it sort of holds a very similar type of thing to an actual TV celebrity, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, for me, if I was to meet someone who I watch on YouTube, for instance, like Woody's Gamertag, I would be like, oh my god. And if I was to meet someone who, you know, I don't know, I can't really answer this question very well, because I don't go on Tumblr, I don't really know much about it. So I'm just going to go famous on YouTube, because, yeah, 86% would rather. Yeah, it's a very easy question. Alright, would you rather have all the superpowers you want but always be alone, or be a normal person but popular? I'd probably not want to be forever alone. Here's the thing, like, so if you wanted to be forever alone, the problem with being forever alone, sorry if I'm clicking away here, but the problem with being forever alone is that it firstly gets boring, and, you know, for the fact it, like, for the whole thing that you'll always be alone, you probably go a bit mad. Like, if you've ever read Of Mice and Men, I'm going very nerdy here, but if you've read Of Mice and Men, which you might have done, I'm not 100% sure, Crooks is always alone. Crooks is, you know, he's segregated from the rest of the guys, and, you know, he says you know, being alone makes you crazy, and I don't want to be crazy with superpowers, because then people will just put me in a mental institution, and I wouldn't be, you know, having much fun. So, probably would be a normal person, but popular. I mean, if I had all the superpowers I want, I could have the superpowers to have imaginary friends. No, I'm joking. So, a normal person, but popular. Yeah, 57% agree. I think being popular is quite a fun type of thing. I'm not necessarily popular in my school. So, yeah. Alright, so would you rather get stuck in an elevator on your own for 53 hours, or be the lone survivor of a bank hostage situation? I'd say lone survivor of bank hostage, because there's a reason why you're a lone survivor. I don't want to make it sound very. I know the gameplay's finished here, guys. But I don't want to make it sound very strange. But, like, for me, being stuck in an elevator on your own for 53 hours. That's gonna suck D. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's gonna suck. Depends on the situation. If there's a zombie apocalypse, you might be, you know, one of the guys who lasts for a little bit longer than the rest of you. But, you know, I personally think being a lone survivor of a bank hostage situation would be definitely the better way to go. So I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, 59% agree. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please click like. That really does help me out. If you don't know, at this current moment in time, I'm not going to be uploading anywhere near as much as I usually would. For the next, I'd say 3-4 months, I won't be doing that. And when that's all over, when everything in terms of my school life is over, you can expect a lot more videos, and hopefully we'll be having a really good time. So see you guys. Bye.